Hey, what's going on guys? This is Wavy. Welcome to this video. In this video, I want to go over my A plus day trading checklist that I use when I'm day trading every single day using ICT Concepts. Now, before I begin with this video, I want to show you guys my Discord server here. It's a free server that I started a little bit ago. Pretty much I send out my weekly analysis, my daily analysis, intraday analysis, just things that I'm seeing when I'm day trading live, right? And we also have some partners here that send out their analysis and stuff like that, and general chat, of course. And then yeah, it's just pretty much it's like a journal for me, and also it's a way for newer ICT traders to learn the concepts and my trading models and stuff like that. And there's also study materials here, and we got some members asking questions and such stuff like that, resources and more. So if you guys want to join, this is a free Discord server. I will have the link in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started with the trading checklist. First of all, why is having a trading checklist important? So before entering a trade, it's very important to have a checklist that you can follow every single day before you actually take the trade, right? Because having a checklist allows you to take only high probability setups, and it will help you to make and have a rule that you can follow to stay disciplined. And if you don't have a checklist, if you cannot discipline yourself, if you cannot follow a rule, a checklist that you have for your trading, you end up taking random setups, you end up revenge trading, and it just snowballs. It's just a snowball where you eventually end up giving up and blowing up all your accounts and such. So it's best to have a checklist that you can follow every single day to build confidence and stay consistent with your setups, and this will help you to not take bad trades. Okay, so that's the importance of having a checklist, and this is the exact checklist that I follow every single day when I'm taking trades. All right, so step one is to have a session, pick a session that fits your schedule, and focus on a certain kill zone, right? Make sure that it fits your schedule and it also fits your personality. I personally, I mainly focus on New York AM session, which starts from 7 a.m. But the kill zone that I primarily focus on is 9:30 to 11 a.m. EST, and this kill zone is the most volatile and gives the best setup for me, and it fits my schedule and it fits my personality. So I love this session and I love this kill zone, right? Sometimes I also stay around for PM session if I do not catch a trade during the New York AM session, or if I'm a little bit red, or if I'm break even during the AM session. I end up coming back for the PM session for a few hours to see if I can find a good trade. If not, I just close my chart and go on with my day. Now, I also trade pre-market, so that's before 9:30 if we have a clean data candle wicks, right? So if we have like 8:30 data candle or 8:15 data candle, I will trade it if it looks clean and if I get an entry model there, right? So step two is to make sure that we are on the right side of the discount and premium range. So pretty much what discount and premium range is, when we look at the um, daily range here, right? So for this example, we have this high, right? We have this high, and then we have this low. So if I were to draw this here, so if I um, take a fib, switch to discount and premium from this high to this low, this is the red part is the premium, and then anything below this line is discount, right? And then anything in the middle is the equilibrium, right? So when prices in premium, short setups have a higher probability than long setups, right? And when we are in discount, long setups will have a higher probability and short setups will have a lower probability. So, but between these two areas, we have equilibrium, right? Equilibrium is the middle point of that discount and premium range. And when price is in discount, it tends to pull back into equilibrium to balance out balance it out. And when price is in premium, it tends to pull back into equilibrium to balance the premium out, right? And we want to make sure that we are on the right side of the the discount and premium, and then we will form a setup. We'll take a setup based on that as well. Now there are some exceptions, right? Sometimes when there's a clear drawn liquidity or clear liquidity level, even on premium, sometimes I do take long setups if it's very clear, right? If I get my entry model and everything else makes sense, if I have the confluence, I will definitely take it. If, like I said, if it makes sense. Other than that, mostly I focus on taking a long at discount and then short at premium. Yeah, and then step 3 is to make sure that we understand our liquidities, major liquidities, because liquidities are a key aspect of trading, and we can use major liquidities as a drawn liquidity, a target, or we can use that as a liquidity sweep, right? So we can wait for that to sweep and then take a setup off that. So some of the examples of major liquidity includes previous session highs and lows, previous days highs and lows, hourly highs and lows, 4-hour highs and lows, and previous week highs and lows, and so on and so forth. Step 4 is to have a clear target. So pretty much, be able to understand where to take your profits, where to go break even, so that we don't end up losing on a winning setup. And some of this area includes equal highs and lows, higher time frame swing points, unmitigated imbalances such as fair value gaps, equilibrium level. I'm going to be talking about this in a little bit because this is a very important level. Next, major liquidities. So those are the clear targets. Now, step 5 is to have a clear entry model. We want to understand that our entry model works before taking any trades. We want to make sure that we have a entry model that we can follow to the T. And if the price does X, that will be the entry. And if price does Y, that will be my stop loss. And price does Z, I'll take a trim, I'll go break even and such, right? So once you have a working model, make sure that you follow it. And it's best to only have one entry model, at max 2. Some of the entry model includes inverse fair value gap. So this is my go-to, my main entry model. And then CISD is my second entry model that I sometimes use, not often. My main is IFVG, like I said, and there are other entry models like the 2022 entry model, order block, unicorn, breaker block, whatever. Like there's a bunch of other entry model that you can learn, and master one. So this is an example of a trade that I took this week. So let's look at it here, okay? So first of all, this is between my kill zone that I focus on, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Price was at a discount. This orange line is the equilibrium. Anything below that orange line is discount. Anything above that is premium. Now, this price is in discount, all right? And London low swept, so that's the previous session low swept, and that's a major liquidity, right? So we swept the London low. Got a great reaction off that, so we got a good reaction off this London low sweep. Price started to react higher, and then we got this nice inverse fair value gap on the 30-second. Now this was the entry that I had to chase because look at the close, it was like all the way up here, so I had to enter like somewhere here. I chased with half size, and then clear target was the equilibrium, right? So we can use the equilibrium as a target as well, right? It's not a liquidity level, but it's like a equilibrium, it's just price tends to go there to balance out the discount and premium. So equilibrium was a clear target. I trimmed some at these highs, these old internal highs, went break even, trimmed more at these highs, went and then closed everything off the equilibrium. So that's a great example that I have, right? So this is the A+ checklist because we swept the major liquidity, we were in discount, we were between my kill zone, and we got a great reaction, good entry model here, and then we have a clear target. So that's the A+ checklist, right? So let me show you an example from today. This is a setup that I took on my fundeds today, and this was not in my kill zone, but remember when I said sometimes I do take trades pre-market if we have a clean data candle wick. So at 8:30 today, we had this 87 point data candle with clear wicks here, right? So these have great these are like great liquidity levels that we can trade off of. And then 1 minute later we swept that, and there was no entry model here, right? There was no entry model, inverse fair value gap. I mean, we do have this fair value gap here, but it's like what, like 84 points. So it's just not worth it for me to take a short off this inverse fair value gap because the RR would be bad, right? So to me, what I did was I waited. There was this 15 seconds, but I am not very confident with 15 seconds. Usually I only take entries from 30 second, 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute. And then I went in the 30-second, price went into this fair value gap, this large fair value gap, pulled back. 1 minute, we had this great bearish fair value gap that got respected here. And then on the 30-second, we formed this inverse fair value gap. I took an entry here, stop loss was right above this here, right? Close above this inverse fair value gap. I took an entry here. And then I wanted to mention something here as well. So if I do replay, right below that my entry, right? So first of all, we were in discount, sorry, premium, because this orange level is the equilibrium. Anything above this is premium. So we're in premium. I took a short at premium, so that's pretty good, right? And then we had this 50% of the equilibrium right below it. So to me, this area, this 50% is an area where we could see price bounce, right? We could see price reverse or react. So what I ended up doing was trimming a little bit here and then went break even, just in case that if price does end up reacting here, which we did react here, as you can see this kind of reacted, but then it just kept pushing down. So it took a trim here, went break even, and then I took some more trims at these inside of this fair value gap, and then I was planning on holding one to the data low right here, right? So yeah, and eventually target hits. So yeah, this is an A plus setup. Even though it's not on my kill zone, like I said, data candle does give a good play, good trade. So that is pretty much it for my checklist. This is the exact checklist that I follow every single day. So if you want this document, I will have the link in the description below. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, link in the description below. It's completely free. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you can come and ask me on my Discord, or you can just comment on my video, and I'll try my best to answer it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video is helpful. I'll see you all next time. Peace.